What if the reason you never feel enough has nothing to do with who you are? You wake up, you work hard, you try to be kind, to be better, to do the right thing, and still, somewhere in the quiet of the evening, a voice whispers that it wasn't enough. Not the work, not the kindness, not you. This feeling doesn't visit the lazy or the careless. It visits the ones who try the hardest. And that should tell you something. Picture a crowded train. You look around, at the polished shoes, the confident posture, the phone screens filled with other people's highlight reels. And in seconds, without a single word exchanged, you've already measured yourself against strangers you'll never speak to. Lost. Marcus Aurelius, a man who ruled an empire, wrote his private notebook not to remind himself of his power, but to remind himself of his limits. In his meditations, he kept returning to one idea, that a person's worth is not something the world hands out. It is not a rank, not a comparison, not a reflection in someone else's eyes. So, who taught you that your value depends on where you rank against a stranger on a train? Open your phone. Somewhere in that glowing rectangle, someone is always further ahead. A better job, a better body, a better life, or at least the version of it they chose to show you. Epictetus, a man who spent years enslaved before he ever taught a single student, built his entire philosophy on one distinction: some things are within your control, and some things are not. Other people's success was never yours to carry. Their applause was never yours to chase. Why is your own approval never enough? While a stranger's fleeting attention feels like everything, you stay late at the office. Again, convinced that if you just push a little further, you'll finally arrive at the feeling of having done enough. But the feeling never comes. It moves, like a horizon, exactly one step ahead of you, no matter how fast you walk. Seneca warned about this in his letters, that life is not short, we simply waste so much of it chasing things that do not belong to us. He wrote about people so occupied with becoming someone that they forgot how to simply be someone. If you reached every goal tomorrow, would you finally feel complete? Or would a new goal already be waiting, quietly, to take its place? Someone compliments you, and instead of receiving it, some part of you argues with it. If they knew what I really am, they wouldn't say that. You deflect kindness the way a shield deflects a blow, as though being seen clearly were a kind of danger. Why do you believe you must earn the right to exist, to be spoken to gently, to be enough exactly as you are standing right now? You buy something. For a moment, it feels like relief. By the following week, it's just an object in a room, and the emptiness has already found its way back in, patient, familiar, undefeated. The Stoics did not say pleasure was evil. They said something quieter and more unsettling, that anything outside of you can be taken from you, and so anything outside of you can never be the foundation of your peace. A house of stone cannot be built on borrowed ground. Your friend gets the promotion. You stay exactly where you are, congratulating them with a real smile that hides a private ache. Why not me? What's wrong with me? Nothing external, no title, no salary, no promotion, was ever the thing that was missing. What if the problem was never your life, but the standard you keep chasing? A standard that moves the moment you get close, precisely so you never do. You rest for one afternoon, and guilt arrives before relaxation does. As though stillness must be justified. As though your worth is a debt that only labor can repay. Who are you trying so desperately to impress, in a room where, most days, no one else is even watching? Here is what Marcus Aurelius understood in the silence of his tent, what Epictetus understood in the aftermath of his own chains, what Seneca understood while watching Rome burn through ambition it could never satisfy. The ones who chase enough from the outside will chase it forever, because it was never out there to find. Your worth is not a score. It is not a rank on a train, a number in a bank account, a promotion, a body, a stranger's approval, or the silence after a compliment you couldn't quite accept. It was never assembled from outside. It cannot be completed by anything the world hands you, because it was never broken in the first place. You do not need to become enough. You were never anything else. If this found you at the right moment, there is more of this waiting. The old philosophers left us a map for exactly this kind of quiet. Keep walking it.